about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Los Angeles.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone, and Anderson's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Gun, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
To number 13, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Lining up for the
good bounce back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler, and some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Eckler, the ball
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
To the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
downs after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 21-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. What I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Third and long, it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
42-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 58 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
The kick is good.
Bullet good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14.
Chargers, 14. To kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Reed. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10. To throw again. Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Herbert throwing again. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Pickup of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Keenan Allen, incomplete. He was covered by Trey Wayne.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a 33-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for the Chargers.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 8. From midfield now, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. It's Eckler again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was brought down by Mackenzie Alexander. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First down, Chargers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
18-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
6-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the Chargers' 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 82 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And that run massively increased his production in this game. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And able to find Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun again to Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Bengals 31.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They go play action here on 1st down. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man, it's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Play action. It's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down by the quarterback, William Jackson.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Charger field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chargers, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up.